Hey guys, I'm Lukash. I come to you today from Canyonlands National Park in Utah, and it is not half bad of a view. This kind of rivals one other spot for the most epic view I've seen so far. Unfortunately, this is my last stop here, then we have to head home through Colorado, but, uh, so I posted a review of Joy Harjo's memoir, Crazy Brave, the other day. By the way, I reversed the camera because I thought you would all get a lot more out of looking at the scenery than looking at my face. Um, so, uh, Caleb has done several videos where he reads some poems that he really likes, and I thought they were really nice, and that's something that certainly doesn't happen very often on BookTube, and so I thought I would try to start this kind of a series of videos where I read out poems to you guys by various authors, and then afterward give my thoughts and impressions. I don't consider myself a good reader of poems. I kind of have, I just read them and do what I can with them. Sometimes I don't get them in the slightest, but um, I want to give my thoughts and impressions after reading them, and then invite you guys to give me your thoughts and impressions, of course. So I thought because I posted Joy Harjo's my review of Joy Harjo's memoir the other day, I would read one of her poems, and it is one of my favorite poems by her so far. I've only read several. I haven't read that many poems by her, but this one so far is my first or second favorite, possibly tied for first favorite. But and it seems thematically appropriate to the scenery. Um, so it is called Eagle Poem, and so here it goes. Eagle Poem by Joy Harjo. To pray, you open your whole self to sky, to earth, to sun, to moon, to one whole voice that is you, and know there is more that you can't see, can't hear, can't know except in moments steadily growing, and in languages that aren't always sound, but other circles of motion. Like eagle that Sunday morning over Salt River, circled in blue sky, in wind, swept our hearts clean with sacred wings. We see you, see ourselves, and know that we must take the utmost care and kindness in all things. Breathe in, knowing we are made of all this, and breathe, knowing we are truly blessed because we were born, and die soon within a true circle of motion. Like eagles rounding out the morning inside us, we pray that it will be done in beauty. In beauty. So, to me, this poem, it seemed thematically appropriate, because I think it's about how we feel, basically about oneness with nature, and how, I don't know about you guys, but when I'm around nature, I always feel kind of feel transcendent, I guess, or spiritual. Um, Sort of feels almost like a religious experience, even though I'm not religious. And also maybe I think it's about like how humans like to call things artificial and like to think that we're separate from nature, and that we do try to set ourselves apart from nature by living in, houses and cities, but ultimately we are part of nature, and so, our fate is linked to nature, and yeah, and I think it also speaks to kind of the, like, bittersweetness that's inherent to life. Sometimes the bitter being a little bit much bigger than the sweet. And it's been a paradox that humans have been dealing with for, centuries. Ever since someone talked about the problem of evil with in Christianity. Even if you're not religious, that's still something you need to grapple with. And I think this poem is looking at that through through a lens of, I don't know, a lens of finding transcendence through nature. I'm not sure. And I think also it's sort of about sense of transcendence that I have said like 5 times already, but like a transcendence in a sense that like a mystic way, not mystic as in magic, but mystic as in like Sufi mystics or like in Kabbalah, where they do these rituals or these dances which are supposed to kind of make them lose their sense of self and feel one with the universe. And I think this poem speaks to how we can feel one with the universe when we are feeling one with nature. I'm not sure. I feel like these thoughts are really kind of incoherent. But it's also a bit hard to think when you're looking at all this. But yeah, so those are my kind of disconnected thoughts on this poem. Sorry it's not more coherent, but like I said, I don't feel confident in my understanding of poetry. But this is my first video of this series, which I'm going to do because evidently I am building a channel off of stealing other booktubers' ideas. But I'll leave a link to Caleb's video in the description because it's really nice. He reads some A.E. Housman and some others, and it's really good. So, so thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the scenery, and I will see you later this week, I'm sure. Alright, bye guys.